So I did cliff diving in Arkansas. I would just like jump off cliffs and like throw myself off these cliffs and like do flips and like teach myself all these things. When we moved to the Woodlands, I joined diving and immediately moved up to the national team. And then ever since then, it's just been awesome. I've grown up my whole life with arthritis.
We found out when we knew that he was starting to have a limp when he walked, and we said, oh, it's gotta be just a delayed development. One night, we heard a scream. And the scream wasn't a scream of I'm hungry or I have a dirty diaper. This was a scream of frantic panic. I'm frightened. It's the kind of scream that parents don't hear. He was diagnosed with the type of arthritis that affects every other joint. There wasn't even that many arthritis specialists, rheumatologists at the time. Where fortune finally started to shine on us was that one of the doctors from St. Louis was just going to be the new doctor in Alabama. And when we first met Dr. Weiser, we knew immediately that we liked him because he was just so understanding. Even Lawson liked him. He immediately, I think the first thing he did was he got down and told Lawson to back up and said, run to me. And we were like, oh, no, I don't think we can. And he limped and tried to run to him. He grabbed him, picked him up, and looked at us and said, no matter what happens when you leave today, he's going to get better. I'm going to make your son better. And that, I think, to hear that, you have months of emotions and months of not knowing what's going to happen, thinking your son's going to go deaf. You have to make decisions as a parent that you don't get to make twice. You don't get to rewind. Are we going to let them remove both of his eardrums? Are we going to let them do more surgery? And when he said, no matter what, it was you just almost feel like you're going to collapse. I couldn't even imagine what somebody would do nowadays without like the Arthritis Foundation that specializes in offering resources and information and being there for support groups and being there to offer those answers that we didn't have for a long time.
I would wake up, I would go to practice in the morning for summer practices, and I'd be so stiff and I would have, like, my joints were always so sore. I remember I had to take seasons off at a time because my knee was so swollen. I wasn't as fast as I usually was when I had medications and stuff. I was slower, I'd wake up sore.
Didn't matter what it was, he wanted to be the best and never let his arthritis affect him.
Having the resources that I have and having the health care and now being able to like always have a doctor like close to me too, you just constantly feel taken care of.
How can a child have a disease that everybody's willing to say, oh, we just don't know, try over-the-counter medicine?
My life over the last 17 years would have been a lot different if I didn't have the Arthritis Foundation to help fund research and to help inspire others to like come in and be a part of the arthritis family.
Lawson is just now starting to want to share his journey. And we've been to a few arthritis events and you see others. The first thing he wants to do is walk over and be able to tell them it's gonna be fine.
You have a lot ahead of yourself. You just don't get ahead of yourself. Just keep pushing yourself, keep working. It just gets better and it's all gonna come.
I'm proud for him. He's done this on his own. He has said, I can do this. Knowing since he's been young that he's not supposed to be able to do these things, and knowing that he does it is just something that you can just say that we're just so blessed that he's been able to get to this point.